Hello, 8th graders. This video is to show you how to start your Pythagorean theorem spiral. The steps are all on the paper, but sometimes it's just easier to see. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little tutorial so you know how to get started with your Pythagorean theorem spiral project. Okay, step 1, we've already calculated, hopefully you've already calculated all of your legs and hypotenuse. I think it's hypotenuses. I actually don't know what the plural form of hypotenuse is. Somebody let me know. We've already done that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our paper is here and it's landscape style. Okay, it won't fit if it's not landscape style. And if you don't start in the right spot, also the triangle will not fit on your paper. So we're going to start here. We're going to make sure it's landscape. And from the top left-hand corner, you're going to measure 15 centimeters to the right. So remember to line up your ruler flush with the edge of your paper. Okay, we're gonna go over 15 centimeters. I have to start with a little bit hanging over because my 0 doesn't actually start till right there. I'm gonna go ahead and go over and I'm gonna mark 15 centimeters. Okay, from that little 15 centimeter mark, I'm going to go down 10 centimeters. Okay, I'm trying to line up on the top and the bottom of my paper. I'm going to put a mark at 10. Okay, this point is where my triangle is going to now start. Okay, remember, if you remember first, the first leg of each triangle is 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. A little trick I learned was I got a piece of paper, like kind of a thicker like piece of cardstock. You could use a note card, you could use cardstock, you could use any piece of paper that you have because piece of paper is 90 degrees on the corner. And I went ahead and from one corner I measured out 3 centimeters. Just gonna help me create at least one leg of every triangle. So from this starting point, I'm gonna go ahead, line it up. I also lined up here at my 10 centimeter mark, my 15 centimeter mark, and I'm gonna start my 3 centimeter legs of my triangle. I'm actually just gonna leave that there because I have one on this side as well. Not every time will both my legs be 3 centimeters, right? We calculated hypotenuse, so that switched. Okay, there's my legs. I'm gonna go ahead and label those as 3 and 3. Okay. Next, I have to draw in my hypotenuse. We calculated that our hypotenuse should be 4.243 or 4 and 243 thousandths. So when I measure this, I should get close to that. And I'm going from end of one leg to the end of the other, and I am almost exactly at 4.2.5, which is perfect. That's what I want. I'm gonna go ahead and connect those. I have my first triangle. I'm gonna label this super nicely, neatly, tiny writing, 4.243, okay? Now you remember that this hypotenuse that we calculated now becomes one leg of our next triangle. The other leg is always 3. So I'm gonna use my trusty little pre-made 3 centimeter line here. This is one leg. I always want a 90-degree angle. Your 90-degree angle should always be on the outside of your spiral. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna line that up, the edge of my paper. I'm gonna go ahead and come up to the 3. I'm gonna draw that line. I have a 90-degree angle. I can label that. You can put your angles in if you want to, 90 degrees. You don't have to, especially if it affects your design. But it's kind of nice to have in there. We calculated this next one should be about 5.2. So I'm gonna go ahead and come this way. Perfect. Oh yeah, it is right at 5.2. I'm gonna come this way. Okay, and right here, I have 5.196. And I'm gonna keep going. And if I was super tech savvy, I would figure out how to do some sort of time-lapse video, but you know, I'm not quite sure I'm ready for that. So I'm gonna line up here and here. This still is 3, this still is 90, and I'm gonna check and make sure that this one is 6 centimeters. Okay? All right, my friends, that is the tutorial. If you have more questions, you know how to find me, and I can't wait to see your designs. Bye.